have learned the concept of multiplication of two matrices. Now let us discuss about properties of multiplication of matrices. So in addition of matrices follows some properties like commutative law, associative law, and additive identity, and also additive inverse. We observe different properties related to the addition of matrices. Now let us discuss about what are the properties of multiplication of matrices. So what are the properties that multiplication allow of matrices? First one, matrix multiplication may follow commutative property or not. It is not necessary for two matrices AB. If AB exists and BA exists, both are of same order, then we can't say both are equal. So multiplication of matrices may follow commutative property or not. For two matrices A comma B, if AB exists and BA exists, then AB may be equal to BA or not. You can't say exactly AB is equal to BA. So that matrix multiplication may follow commutative property or not. It is depend upon the matrices values. So most of the matrices does not follow commutative property. Even both AB and BA exist, then you can't say both are equal. So commutative property may not be followed by multiplication of the matrices. Second one, matrix multiplication follow associative property. Associative law. Let us consider three matrices A, B, C. Product of these matrices are possible, and that means you have to consider the orders of A, B, C, so that AB, BC has to be exist. So that matrix multiplication allows associative law. That is AB into C, multiplying three matrices A, B, C, multiplying first AB, then multiplying with C, which also equal to A into BC. If you do first multiplication of BC, later multiplying A with BC, then you will get the same answer. That means matrix multiplication follows associative law. So in multiplying A, B, C in that order only, don't change the order, because matrices may not follow commutative property. So order change is not applicable here. So in multiplication of A into B into C, here first AB is done, later multiplying with C, or first BC multiplication is done, later multiplying with A, you will get same result. So associative property hold for multiplication of matrices. Next property is distributive law. Distributive over addition. Distributive over addition. Distributive property over addition. Now let us consider three matrices ABC. So distributive property is like this: A into B plus C. A into B plus C, which results AB plus AC. This is known as a left distributive property. And A plus B into C. A plus B into C, you can write that one as AC plus BC. This is known as a right distributive property. Matrices multiplication over addition follows a distributive property. Finding A into B plus C and AB plus AC, both you will get same result. In the same manner, A plus B into C gives AC plus BC. So matrix multiplication, observe, it follow associative property irrespective of the multiplication of the order. So you can multiply ABC, AB with C or A with BC. Distributive property also, A into B plus C, so that you can find AB plus AC instead of A into B plus C. Next, another property is fourth property, that is unit matrix. Identity matrix is said to be the multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity. Multiplicative identity. Let A is any matrix, and we know identity matrix I is a unit matrix. I is a unit matrix, so that if you multiply A with I or I with A, the result will be A. So that identity matrix I is called the multiplicative identity with respect to the multiplication. Observe, additive identity with respect to addition. Matrices addition, additive identity is null matrix, 0. With respect to multiplication, the unit matrix I is said to be the multiplicative identity, so that A into I, always remember, multiplying any matrix with the unit matrix I, it remains same matrix, no change of values of the matrix. A into I into A, you will get same A matrix. So this is another property, that one is a multiplicative identity. Next one, so in doing exponent of a matrix like this, A cube, let me explain one, A cube. To find A cube, you have to find like this, A into A into A. So to find A square, so that is nothing but A into A. So any power of a matrix, you can expand number of times the exponent, and you can multiply successively, you will get the result. In this manner, you can say like this, what is A power n? That is A into A into A into so on n times. A power n is A into A into A into so on n times. So matrix multiplication follows these properties. Remember, commutative property may not be hold. Commutative property. Commutative property may not hold. So, and remaining associative law, distributive over addition, multiplicative identity, these follows multiplication of matrices, follows such type of properties. Now observe one more property, sixth one. In matrices, let A, B are two matrices. A, B are two matrices. If A into B is equal to 0, product of the matrices AB is a null matrix, 0. In real number system, if product of two values is 0, then either of them will be 0. Either A is equal to 0 or B is equal to 0. Whereas in matrices, if A and B are two matrices, so that AB is equal to 0, then it is not need that both any of A or B need not to be null matrices. That means A is not a null matrix and B is not a null matrix. Let us discuss this property with one example. For that, let us consider A matrix like this, 0, 1, 0, 2. Consider another matrix B, 3, 4, 0, 0. Let us consider both are 2 by 2 order matrix. First, let me do what is AB. 0, 1, 0, 2. Multiplying with 3, 4, 0, 0. Now, this is a 2 by 2 matrix. This is also 2 by 2 matrix. and the matrix we obtained is also of the order 2 by 2. Now observe the elements. So the multiplication process already we learned that one. Multiplying rows with columns. 0 into 3 is 0. 1 into 0 is 0. 0 into 4 is 0. 1 into 0 is 0. 0 into 3 is 0. 2 into 0 is 0. 0 into 4 is 0. 2 into 0 is 0. So that you will get 0, 0, 0, 0, which is a null matrix. So you will get AB is equal to 0. Similarly, now find what is BA. BA. B is 3, 4, 0, 0, 2 by 2 order. A is 0, 1, 0, 2. This is also 2 by 2 matrix. Multiplication is possible. So obtained matrix is of order 2 by 2. So multiplying row with column, 3 into 0 is 0, 4 into 0 is 0, 3 into 1 is 3, 4 into 2 is 8, 0 into 0 is 0, 0 into 0 is 0, 0 into 1 is 0, 0 into 2 is 0. So B into A you will get 0, 11, 0, 0. So which is not equal to 0. Here you can observe A into B is equal to 0. So observe here A and B both are not null matrices. So it is not necessary if AB is equal to 0, then A is 0 or B is 0. That property is not like that related to real number system. In real number system, product of two values is 0, then either of them will be 0. Here, product of two matrices is 0, then any of the matrix need not to be null matrix. So this is the example. So if you observe again by finding BA is not equal to 0. So here you have the example. These are the examples of two matrices AB. So that you will get A into B is 0, but B into A is not equal to 0. So that A and B need not to be null matrices. So you have a question like this. Give example of two matrices AB so that AB is 0 and BA is not equal to 0. So by this property you have to understood in matrices AB is equal to 0, then A and B need not to be null matrices. So we have discussed all the properties related to the multiplication of matrices. What is the necessary conditions to product two matrices, and what are the properties that allows matrix multiplication. Later we will do some problems related to product of the matrices. So we have one problem. Here in this problem, two matrices AB are given and they are asking to examine whether A and B commute with respect to multiplication. So what is the commutative property with respect to multiplication? So here you need to observe commute means commutative law. So they are asking us to verify these two matrices AB follows commutative property or not. So A into B, you have to find A into B. Later you have to find B into A. If both are equal, then these two matrices allow commutative property. If both AB and BA are different matrices, then these two matrices does not follow commutative property. That is how we are going to do this problem. For that, let me first find A into B. One minus 2, 3, 2, 3 minus 1, minus 3, 1, 2. This is matrix A, and matrix B is 1, 0, 2, 0, 1, 2, 1, 2, 0. This is matrix B. Both are of 3 by 3 order. So multiplication of 3 by 3 and 3 by 3, which results again a 3 by 3 matrix. So what is the process of multiplication? Multiplying row with column. Already we discussed the process. 1 into 1 is 1, minus 2 into 0 is 0, 3 into 1 is 3. You have to careful about which elements are multiplying with which elements. First row multiplying with first column, so the element obtained you have to write in the 1, 1 position. Next, first row with the second column, 1 into 0 is 0, Minus 2 into 1 is minus 2. 3 into 2 is 6. First row with the third column, 1 into 2 is 2. Minus 2 into 2 is minus 4. 3 into 0 is 0. So we complete multiplication from the first row with all the columns of the second matrix. Now move to the second row. 2 into 1 is 2. 3 into 0 is 0. Minus 1 into 1 is minus 1. You have to observe like this. Second row with first column. Then second row with the second column. 2 into 0 is 0. 3 into 1 is 3. Minus 1 into 2 is minus 2. Now second row with the third column, you will get the element in 2, 3 position. 2 into 2 is 4. 3 into 2 is 6. Minus 1 into 0 is 0. Now all columns are completed. Move to third row. Minus 3 into 1 is minus 3. 1 into 0 is 0. 2 into 1 is 2. Now second column. Minus 3 into 0 is 0. 1 into 1 is 1. 2 into 2 is 4. Now with the third column. Minus 3 into 2 is minus 6. 1 into 2 is 2. 2 into 0 is 0. So this is of order 3 by 3. Now let us complete with the calculation. 1 plus 3 is 4. Minus 2 plus 6 is again 4. 2 minus 4 is minus 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus 2 is also 1. 4 plus 6 is 10. Minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. Minus 6 plus 2 is minus 4. So this is AB. Now to check commutative property, again we need to find BA. What is B into A? Now first write B here. 1 0 2 0 1 2 1 2 0. Now write the matrix A. 1 minus 2 3. 2 3 minus 1 minus 3 1 2. Both are 3 by 3 order matrices. After multiplication you will get another 3 by 3 matrix. Now multiplication process. Multiplying first row with first column. 1 into 1, 0 into 2, 2 into minus 3 is minus 6. 1 into minus 2 is minus 2, 0 into 3, 2 into 1. 1 into 3, 0 into minus 1, 2 into 2 is 4. Now with the second row, 2, 0 into 1, 1 into 2, 2 into minus 3 is minus 6. 0 into minus 2, 1 into 3, 2 into 1. 0 into 3, 1 into minus 1, 2 into 2 is 4. 1 into 1, 2 into 2 is 4. 0 into minus 3 is 0. 1 into minus 2 is minus 2. 2 into 3 is 6. 0 into 1 is 0. 1 into 3 is 3. 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. 0 into 2 is 0. This is of order 3 by 3. Now let us do the calculation and check whether both are equal or not. 1 minus 6 is minus 5. This is 0. 3 plus 4 is 7. 2 minus 6 is minus 4. 3 plus 2 is 5. Minus 1 plus 4 is 3. This is 5, 4, 1. Clearly, both AB and BA are different matrices. AB is not equal to BA. That means A and B do not commute with respect to multiplication. This is the conclusion. So here in the question we have to check the property, commutative property with respect to multiplication. For the given matrices AB, we have to check AB and BA whether both are equal, commutative property hold. Both are different, commutative property does not follow. Now let us do one more problem related to multiplication of the matrices. The matrix A is given as a 2, 4, minus 1k, which is a 2 by 2 order matrix, and another condition is A square is equal to 0. A square is equal to 0, so that we have to find the value of k. So for given matrix, now observe the answer. Given matrix A is 2, 4, minus 1k. 2, 4, minus 1k. And also given that A square is equal to 0. We have already discussed the properties. What is A square? A square is nothing but A into A. Now substitute the matrix, given matrix A, that is 2, 4, minus 1k into again 2, 4, minus 1k, which is equal to 0. Now these two are 2 by 2 order matrix and the product is possible. Obtained matrix is of order 2 by 2. So let us start the multiplication process. What is the multiplication process? Multiplying row with the column. 2 into 2 is 4. 4 into minus 1 is minus 4. 2 into 4 is 8. 4 into k is 4k. Then multiplying with the second row to the first column. Minus 1 into 2 is minus 2. Plus k into minus 1 is minus k. Minus 1 into 4 is minus 4. Plus k into k is k square, which is equal to 0. Now let us do general calculations. 4 minus 4 is 0. This is 4k plus 8. This is minus 2 minus k. This is k square minus 4. Null matrix. So this matrix will become null matrix if all the elements are zeros. That means 4k plus 8. First element is actually it is 0. So the remaining values has to be 0. So we have to find the value of k. By that k value, the remaining values also becomes 0. We are going to find such value. 4k plus 8 is equal to 0. So that 4k is equal to plus 8 to RHS becomes minus 8. So we get k value as minus 2. 4 cancel 8 2 times. Substituting k with minus 2, you will get, here observe, 4 into minus 2 is plus minus 8 plus 8, 0. Minus 2 minus of minus 2. If you substitute k with minus 2, minus of minus 2 becomes plus 2, so that it is 0. Again, k is minus 2 whole square is 4. 4 minus 4 is 0. So the value of k will be minus 2. You can find the k value by equating third element, minus 2 minus k to 0. Minus 2 minus k, again you take minus 2 minus k is equal to 0. Minus 2 will be k, so that you will get k is equal to minus 2. Sometimes you may equal k square minus 4 to 0. Here you may have some doubt. If you consider k square minus 4 is equal to 0, so that k square is equal to 4. So k value plus or minus root 4, that is plus or minus 2, not only plus 2. K square is 4 if k value is either plus 2 or minus 2. If you take plus 2, k is equal to plus 2 is not valid. If you take k is equal to plus 2, this element only becomes 0. 1 2 position element and 2 1 position element cannot become 0. If you take k is equal to 0. If you take k is equal to 0, only this element will become 0. So to get null matrix, so you have to get all the elements 0. So the value of k which we have to consider is only minus 2, not plus 2. Sometimes we consider k square minus 4 to 0 and you may wrongly give the answer k is equal to 2. That is not correct. So you have to observe for what value of k, all the elements has to be become 0. Now we are going to do some problems related to multiplication of matrices. So we have one problem here. Given the matrix A is given as cos theta, sin theta, minus sin theta, cos theta. And they are asking to verify a power n as cos n theta, sin n theta, minus sin n theta, cos n theta for all n belongs to capital N. So capital N denotes the set of natural numbers. So here to do this problem, everyone should have an idea how we can verify a statement of n terms. For all n belongs to capital N, for verification of such problems, we need to use one process. That process is known as mathematical induction. So to verify this problem, we have to use the mathematical induction process on n. So before starting the answer to this problem, we have to mention, we prove this by using mathematical induction. Mathematical induction on n. So this is how we are going to verify the given problem. So we have to know about the concept of mathematical induction. What is the concept of mathematical induction? So let me explain the concept of mathematical induction here. For a given statement P of n, if consider statement is P of n, so there are three main steps during the verification of mathematical induction. First one is P of 1 verification. P of 1 verification. And second one is assume P of k is true. So after verifying the statement for n is equal to 1, you have to assume the given statement is true for a number k which is greater than 1. Then you have to verify the statement for k plus 1. So P of k plus 1 verification. Any statement follows if you prove those three steps, so that the given statement can be verified for all natural numbers, small r, n belongs to natural numbers. So this is the process of mathematical induction. How we can judge, how we can decide a statement in n variable, so it is verified or not, whether it is true or not. The process of using mathematical induction is like that. Here also we are using same mathematical induction process to verify the given problem. So that we have to first consider the given statement as P of n. Let the given statement P of n as a power n is equal to cos theta, cos n theta, sin n theta, minus sin n theta, cos n theta. So we have to consider a power n as the statement of P of n. Now we are going to verify the statement in those three steps. So first step. So what is the first step? P of 1. So let n is equal to 1. So by considering n is equal to 1, we are going to verify whether the statement is true or not. For that, let a power n as cos n theta, sin n theta, minus sin n theta, cos n theta. So in this statement, put n is equal to 1. Here LHS becomes a power 1. If you put n is equal to 1, 1 into theta means theta, so that it becomes cos theta sin theta minus sin theta cos theta. So this is the given matrix A, so that you will get the matrix A as cos theta sin theta minus sin theta cos theta. So here you can observe, by substituting n is equal to 1, we obtain the matrix A which is given in the problem. So that you can say P of 1 is true. The statement is true by considering n is equal to 1. In step 2, we have to assume the statement is true for a number which is greater than 1. So for n is equal to k which is greater than 1, let P of n is true. Let us consider P of n is true for n is equal to k, and that k which is greater than 1. So that you will get P of k like this. What is P of k? So P of k is a power k. That means you have to substitute n with k. So that you will get cos k theta sin k theta minus sin k theta cos k theta. You have to assume this one during the process of mathematical induction. You have to assume, so the given statement after verifying n is equal to 1 in the given condition, you have to assume the given statement is true for a number which is greater than 1, so that you have to take n is equal to k, which is greater than, which is considered as greater than 1. So this is p of k. Now in third case we are going to verify p of k plus 1. So the statement is about verification of p of k plus 1. So that you have to verify the statement is okay even if you consider n is equal to k plus 1. For that you have to consider a power k plus 1. P of k plus 1, the LHS part of the statement is a power k plus 1. Now how you can write a power k plus 1? A power k plus 1 is nothing but a power k into a power 1. So that you can write a power m plus n as a power m into a power n. So a power k plus 1 is a power k into a power 1. So I am continuing the problem from here. Now a power k plus 1 becomes, what is a power k? That is cos k theta sin k theta minus sin k theta cos k theta into, what is the matrix A given? Cos theta sin theta minus sin theta cos theta. So these two are 2 by 2 order matrices, so that multiplication is possible here. So you get another 2 by 2 order matrix. Doing multiplication of 2 by 2 and 2 by 2, you will get another 2 by 2 matrix. So multiplication is possible. Now use the process of multiplication, that is multiplying row in the first matrix with the column of the second matrix, so that you will get the remains like this: cos k theta into cos theta plus sin k theta into minus sin theta becomes minus sin k theta into sin theta. Next, first row with the second column you will get cos k theta into sin theta plus sin k theta into cos theta. Next, come to second row. Second row multiplying with the first column, minus sin k theta into cos theta, cos k theta into minus sin theta becomes minus cos k theta sin theta. Now minus sin k theta into sin theta plus cos k theta into cos theta. Now you have to arrange these elements of the matrix in a proper manner, so that you will get a formula related to the trigonometry. So this is in proper manner. You can write like that: cos k theta cos theta minus sin k theta sin theta. So this is like cos A cos B minus sin A sin B, so that you can convert into cos of A plus B. Next one, first write this one: sin k theta into cos theta plus cos k theta into sin theta. So now this is like sin A cos B plus cos A sin B, which is in the form of sin of A plus B. So separating minus from these two values, you will get sin k theta cos theta plus cos k theta sin theta. Later write this one like this: cos k theta cos theta minus sin k theta sin theta, writing first positive term. So this is again a 2 by 2 order matrix. Now using trigonometric formulas related to these values, cos A cos B minus sin A sin B is cos A plus B, so that cos k theta cos theta minus sin k theta sin theta becomes cos k theta plus theta. Sin A cos B plus cos A sin B is the sin of A plus B, So that is a sine of k theta plus theta. So this is minus sine of k theta plus theta. So this is cos of k theta plus theta. Cos A cos B minus sin A sin B is cos A plus B. So that finally we come to the step, that is a power k plus 1 is equal to cos of, separating theta you will get cos k plus 1 into theta, sin of k plus 1 into theta, minus sin of k plus 1 into theta, cos of k plus 1 into theta. So this is the matrix a power k plus 1 which we obtained by doing calculation using the matrix a power k and given a, you can able to find a power k plus 1. If you replace k plus 1 with n, you will compare the statement a power n here. Replacing k plus 1 with n, you will get a power n is equal to cos n theta sin n theta minus sin n theta cos n theta. So this is how we can verify a given statement using mathematical induction, verifying for n is equal to 1 for the statement and assuming n is equal to k for the statement is true, and again verifying the statement for a k plus 1 terms, so that you will get the statement in the same manner as given in a power n. As in the nth statement we come to the similar step, just only the difference is n is replaced by k plus 1, so that you can say p of k plus 1 is true. So this is the process of mathematical induction. After verifying all these three conditions by using principle of finite mathematical induction, you can say that given statement is verified or given statement is true. Hence, by finite mathematical induction, given p of n is true. This is the conclusion of mathematical induction process is true for all small n belongs to capital N. So that a power n will be cos n theta sin n theta minus sin n theta cos n theta is verified for all n belongs to n. That means if we can substitute n with 1, statement is okay, n with 2, statement is okay. You can substitute n with any number, the statement remains verified and it is true. Now let us do one more problem related to the same concept. So given the matrix A is 3 minus 4 1 minus 1, which is a 2 by 2 order matrix, and we are going to verify the matrix A power n is in that format, 1 plus 2n minus 4n n 1 minus 2n. For all n belongs to n greater than or equal to 1, that means n belongs to n, capital N, natural numbers, and by using mathematical induction, principle of finite mathematical induction, we are going to verify this problem. So already in previous problem we learned the concept of usage of mathematical induction process, how we can use that one. So let me explain the problem, whether it is verified by mathematical induction. Start the answer. So let the given statement is considered as p of n. So that is a power n is considered as 1 plus 2n minus 4n n 1 minus 2n. So in the first case we verify the statement for 1, n is equal to 1. So p of 1 verification, the case 1 is p of 1 verification. For that, let us consider the matrix A power n, that is 1 plus 2n minus 4n n 1 minus 2n. Substitute n is equal to 1. So that you will get A power 1 is 1 plus 2 minus 4 1 1 minus 2. So doing calculation, it is 3 minus 4 1 minus 1. You can observe the given matrix A, compare with it. Given A is 3 minus 4 1 minus 1. So P of 1 is verified. P of 1 is verified. In case 2, we have to assume that P of k is true. The statement is true for a number k and that k is greater than 1. You have to assume that one. After verifying the statement for n is equal to 1, you have to assume for a number which is greater than 1. For a number which is greater than 1, we can verify in the same process and we can able to verify the same process so that the statement is true. That's why you are assuming the statement P of k is true. Now you can write P of k like this. What is P of k? P of k is a power k. You have to replace n with k to get a power k. So that is 1 plus 2k minus 4k, k 1 minus 2k. So in statement 3, we have to verify the statement for k plus 1 values. So verification of k plus 1. Verification of P of k plus 1. That is the third case in the process of mathematical induction. So here you have to consider P of k plus 1. So the P of k plus 1 is a power k plus 1. So you can write a power k plus 1 as a power k into a power 1. So let me substitute from here. So a power k plus 1 is now, a power k plus 1 is, what is a power k? 1 plus 2k minus 4k, k 1 minus 2k. And then what is A? A is the given matrix 3 minus 4, 1 minus 1. Both are 2 by 2 order matrices. So multiplication is possible for these two matrices. So multiplying row into columns, 1 plus 2k into 3. 1 plus 2k into 3 minus 4k into 1. Multiplying first row with the first column. 1 plus 2k into minus 4 minus 4k into minus 1. First row, second column. Now k into 3 plus 1 minus 2k into 1. K into minus 4 plus 1 minus 2k into minus 1. So this is a 2 by 2 order matrix, obtained matrix. So do the general calculation. 3 into 1 plus 2k becomes 3 plus 6k. Minus 4k into 1 is minus 4k. This is minus 4 minus 8k. Minus 4k into minus 1 becomes plus 4k. 3k plus 1 minus 2k. Minus 4k minus 1 plus 2k. So this is 3 plus 2k. This is minus 4 minus 4k. So here you will get simplification. 3k minus 2k is k. So that you will get k plus 1. Minus 1 minus 4k plus 2k is minus 2k. So doing 3 as 1 plus 2 plus 2k is there. Separating minus 4 from here, you will get 1 plus k. K plus 1 remains same. And writing minus 1 as 1 minus 2. Minus 2k is there. So you need to frame the given statement in the same manner so that you have to obtain n with the k plus 1. To have to get the final step, a power k plus 1 is like that, 1 plus 2 of k plus 1 minus 4 of k plus 1, k plus 1, 1 minus 2 of k plus 1. So the general modifications required here to obtain that step. So later 1 plus separating 2 you will get k plus 1. Minus 4 into right 1 plus k, that is nothing but k plus 1. K plus 1 remains same. Separating minus 2 from these two values, again you will get k plus 1. Now just read k plus 1 with n. So this is like 1 plus 2n. Compare with the given statement. Minus 4n, n, 1 minus 2n. So that we obtained the matrix a power k plus 1, which is in the given statement of a power n. So that you can write P of k plus 1 is true. So when we can say P of k plus 1 is true, so that you have to obtain the final step which seems to be similar to the given statement, only the just difference is n replacing with k plus 1. You have to just observe n is in place of k plus 1 is there or not. So in that, so that you will get the final step and you can write P of k plus 1 is true. After verifying the mathematical induction process, 3 steps, case 1, case 2, case 3. So you can judge, you can decide. The given problem is okay for all n belongs to n. Hence by, this is the conclusion, hence by mathematical induction, P of n. What is the P of n? The statement. P of n is true for all n greater than or equal to 1, or you can write n belongs to n also. N greater than or equal to 1, n belongs to n, both are same. N belongs to natural numbers. So we have did 2 problems. So which are related to verification of n terms, and we use the concept of mathematical induction to verify the statement. Remember one point, whenever we are going to verify a statement of n terms with variable n, you can use mathematical induction so that you can verify the problems related to that. Now we are going to do one more problem related to the multiplication. The given question is like that. Theta minus phi value is given as pi by 2, and we are going to verify the product of these 2 matrices is 0. That means product of 2 matrices, we have to get a null matrix. So start the answer like this. So consider the product of the 2 matrices, cos square theta, cos theta, sin theta, cos theta, sin theta, sin square theta. This is the first matrix, and second one is cos square phi, cos phi, sin phi, cos phi, sin phi, sin square phi. So we have to product these 2 matrices. So using the concept of product of the matrices, multiplying rows with the column, you will get cos square theta into cos square phi plus cos theta sin theta into cos phi sin phi. This is the first row, first element. Cos square theta into cos phi sin phi plus cos theta sin theta into sin square phi. First row multiplied with the second column. Later, second row with the first column. Cos theta sin theta into cos square phi plus sin square theta into cos phi sin phi. First, second row with first column. Second row with the second column. Cos theta sin theta into cos phi sin phi plus sin square theta into sin square phi. So this is a 2 by 2 matrix. Multiplication of 2 by 2 matrix, we get another 2 by 2 matrix. Here you can observe we have some common values in all elements, 4 elements. In first element, you can separate cos theta, cos phi. So the remaining part is the cos theta, cos phi. Here is sin theta, sin phi. Here also the common separate common factor is cos theta into sin phi. So that you will get cos theta, cos phi plus sin theta, sin phi. That is the remaining part after separating common terms. In this term you can separate cos phi and sin theta. So that again you will get cos theta, cos phi plus sin theta, sin phi. So in fourth element also you can separate sin theta, sin phi. So the remaining part is cos theta, cos phi plus sin theta, sin phi. So as we know, cos theta, cos phi plus sin theta, sin phi in the form of cos A, cos B plus sin A, sin B which we can write cos A minus B, so that it become cos theta minus phi. So this is cos theta sin phi, and the bracket value is cos theta minus phi. Cos theta sin cos phi sin theta into cos theta minus phi. Sin theta sin phi into cos theta minus phi. Since theta minus phi is given as pi by 2, so that cos theta minus phi becomes cos pi by 2, that is 0. By the given condition theta minus phi as pi by 2, so cos theta minus phi becomes 0 because cos 90 degrees is 0. So substituting cos theta minus phi with 0, you will get cos theta cos phi into 0, cos theta sin phi into 0, cos phi sin theta into 0, sin theta sin phi into 0. Product of 0, total becomes 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, which you can observe that is a null matrix. So the product of the given two matrices using the condition theta minus phi by 2, we already do this problem in one method. Now let us do the same problem in different approach. By considering the condition theta minus phi is taken as pi by 2, given as pi by 2, and we have to prove the product of these two matrices is 0. So we already did this same problem in one method. Now let us do the same problem in another method. So given condition is theta minus phi is pi by 2. I have given the condition. By this, the value of theta will be pi by 2 plus phi. Minus phi, when moved to RHS, it will become plus phi. Applying sin on both sides, sin theta will be sin pi by 2 plus phi. Pi by 2 plus belongs to second quadrant. Sin pi by 2 plus phi becomes plus cos phi. Again applying cos theta. Cos theta is cos pi by 2 plus theta. Pi by 2 plus is second quadrant. So cos has negative sign. So this is minus sin theta. From the given condition theta minus phi is pi by 2, we have come to the step sin theta you can replace with the cos phi, and cos theta you can replace with the sin phi. Theta is cos pi by 2 plus phi. Cos pi by 2 plus phi is minus sin phi. Pi by 2 plus belongs to second quadrant, so cos has a negative sign. Now consider the product of the two matrices here. Let, what is the product? Cos square theta, cos theta sin theta, cos theta sin theta, sin square theta. Product with cos square phi, cos phi sin phi, cos phi sin phi, sin square phi. So consider the product which we are going to verify, which is 0. Now you can replace cos theta with minus sin phi. So cos square theta becomes sin square phi. Replacing cos theta with minus sin phi, cos square theta becomes minus whole square is plus. So cos square theta becomes sin square phi. Cos theta is minus sin phi, sin theta is cos phi, so that it is minus sin phi cos phi. Later, again cos theta is minus sin phi, sin theta is cos phi, so it is minus sin phi cos phi. Sin theta is replaced with cos phi, so this is cos square phi. Sin phi cos phi whole square, which is cos square phi. So consider this matrix as same: cos square phi, cos phi sin phi, cos phi sin phi, sin square phi. Use the condition and replace cos theta with minus sin phi, sin theta with cos phi. You will come to this step. Now consider the product of the two matrices. So multiplying row with the column. So you get sin square phi into cos square phi minus sin phi, sin phi, sin square phi, cos phi, cos phi, cos square phi. You will get sin square phi, cos square phi. First row multiplied with first column. Later, sin square phi into sin phi is here. So it is sin cube phi into cos phi minus sin phi into sin square phi, that is minus sin cube phi into cos phi. Now, second row with the first column, cos phi, cos square phi becomes cos cube phi. So that is minus sin phi into cos cube phi plus cos square theta into cos phi becomes cos cube phi into sin phi. Again, second row with the second column, minus sin phi minus sin square phi, cos phi into cos phi, cos square phi plus cos square phi, sin square phi. Here you can observe in each element one positive value is there and one negative value is there. Sin square phi, cos square phi minus sin square phi, cos square phi becomes 0. So this is also one positive, one negative. This is also similar. Minus sin phi cos cube phi plus sin phi cos cube phi. These two get cancelled. Minus sin square phi cos square phi plus sin square phi cos square phi. These two get cancelled. You will get each element as 0. So answer will be 0. Same problem we have done in two methods. One is directly multiplying, later using the condition theta minus phi pi by 2 to get the answer 0. Here in the second model, in second way, use the condition first and find the what are the substitution for sin theta and cos theta. So replace in the first matrix of the product. So you will get total matrix product in terms of angle phi. So doing multiplication of two matrices, you will get each element as 0. So we will get the answer. Now look one more problem. I matrix, generally unit matrix, that is a 2 by 2 order unit matrix is given as 1 0 0 1 and another matrix E is given as 0 1 0 0 and we are going to verify AI plus BE whole cube is equal to A cube into I plus 3 A square B into E. Here observe A, B are real numbers. They are not matrices. Only I and E are matrices. So from the given matrices I and E, we are going to verify that condition AI plus BE whole cube is equal to A cube I plus 3 A square B into E. For that verification, first we have to get what is AI plus BE. So start the answer like this. First you have to find what is AI plus BE. A into what is I given 1 0 0 1 plus B into what is E 0 1 0 0. So multiplying with a scalar into a matrix, you have to multiply with all elements of the matrix. So A into 1 is A into 0 is 0, A into 0 is 0, A into 1 is A. Here also B into 0, B into 1, B into 0, B into 0. So both are 2 by 2 matrices. So you can add these two matrices. A plus 0, corresponding elements adding. A plus 0 you will get A. 0 plus B, B. 0 plus 0 is 0. A plus 0 is A. So this is the matrix AI plus BE. Now we need AI plus BE whole cube. First let us find AI plus BE whole square. Later you can able to find AI plus BE whole cube. AI plus BE whole square, which is equal to AI plus BE into AI plus BE. A square is A into A. Now we have AI plus BE matrix AB 0A into AB 0A. Now multiplication satisfied here, both are 2 by 2 matrices. So doing multiplication, we are going to get another 2 by 2 matrix. Row with columns, A into A is A square plus B into 0 is 0. A into B is AB plus B into A is AB. 0 into A is 0, A into 0 is 0. 0 into B is 0, A into A is A square. That means the matrix AI plus BE whole square is obtained as A square. AB plus AB is 2AB. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus A square is A square. Up to this we find the square. Now come to LHS. Consider what is LHS? AI plus BE whole cube. You can write that one as a AI plus BE whole square into AI plus BE. So that you will get AI plus BE whole cube. So we have AI plus BE whole square here. Use that one. A square 2AB 0 A square. AI plus BE also we have A B 0 A. So again both are 2 by 2 order matrices. Doing multiplication again we get a 2 by 2 matrix. A square into A, multiplication process, rows multiplied with columns. A square into A cube. Plus 2AB into 0 is 0. A square into B is A square B. Plus 2AB into A is 2A square B. 0 into A is 0. Plus A square into 0 is 0. 0 into B is 0. A square into A, that is A cube. So you will get A cube, A square B plus 2A square B, which is 3A square B, 0. This is A cube. So this is the matrix LHS A plus B whole cube. So you have to verify whether it is equal to A cube I plus 3A square B E. So first split this one like this. A cube 0 0 A cube plus 0 3A square B 0 0. So to achieve RHS you have to split this one like this. So again add these two matrices whether you get this matrix or not. A cube plus 0 is A cube. 0 plus 3A square B is 3A square B. 0 plus 0 is 0. A cube plus 0 is 0. So here from the first matrix we can separate A cube from all matrix so that you will get 1 0 0 1. Plus you can separate 3A square B from second matrix. So 0 1 0 0 is the remaining part in the matrix. So already they have given 1 0 0 1 which is I, 3AB, and 0 1 0 0 is given as E. So which is the required RHS of the statement. So this is the RHS that we are going to achieve. A plus BE whole cube is equal to A cube I plus 3A square B E. If you are not getting an idea to split from here, you obtain the matrix A plus B whole cube as this one. A cube 3A square B 0 A cube. And observing the RHS and you are not able to split the matrix like that. So you go through RHS. Again take RHS. First do up to here. Later come to RHS. What is RHS? That is A cube I plus 3A square BE. Use RHS again to get this value. So A cube into what is I 1 0 0 1 plus 3A square B into what is E 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 0. So multiplying A cube into the matrix A cube 0 0 A cube. 3A square B into the matrix 0 3A square B 0 0. Now add these two matrices. A cube plus 0 is A cube. 0 plus 3A square B is 3A square B. 0 plus 0 is 0. A cube plus 0 is A cube. So you can verify in this manner also. AI plus BE whole cube value is this one, and consider RHS and attain the same answer, which is equivalent to LHS up to this step. If you observe the RHS and if you can able to split this into two matrices, you will achieve the RHS. Otherwise, if you not get the idea, start the RHS value, use the matrices I and E, do the simplification again to get the answer, which is equivalent to LHS. Observe one more problem. Given matrix A is 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, which is a 3 by 3 order matrix, and we are going to verify one condition, that is A square minus 4A minus 5Y, which is equivalent to 0. Here you can observe A is given as a 3 by 3 order matrix, so that you have to consider the unit matrix I. Generally I denoted for identity matrix. So here in this problem you have to consider the unit matrix I as a 3 by 3 order matrices. So start the answer from here. So given A is equal to, given matrix is 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, and you have to consider the unit matrix I, which is of order 3 by 3. That is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So based on the order of the other matrices, you have to consider the unit matrix I. If A is given as 2 by 2 matrix, then you have to consider I as a 2 by 2 order matrix 1, 0, 0, 1. So to verify the condition, first we are going to find what is A square. So let me first find A square. What is A square? That is nothing but A into A. So product of two matrices 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. Product of these two matrices. Both are 3 by 3 order matrices. So multiplication is conformable for these two matrices, and the matrix we get is again another 3 by 3 matrix. Now start the multiplication process, multiplying rows with the columns. 1 into 1 is 1, plus you have to multiply corresponding elements. First row first element with first column first element. 1 into 1. 2 into 2. First row second element, first column second element. 2 into 2 is 4. First row third element 2. First column third element is 2. 2 into 2 is again 4. In that manner you have to multiply first row with the second column. 1 into 2 is 2. 2 into 1 is 2. 2 into 2 is 4. Now first row with the third column, 1 into 2 is 2. 2 into 2 is 4. 2 into 1 is 2. Next, do the same process by considering second row. 2 into 1 is 2. 1 into 2 is 2. 2 into 2 is 4. Now second row with the second column, 2 into 2 is 4. 1 into 1 is 1. 2 into 2 is 4. Second row with the third column, 2 into 2 is 4. 1 into 2 is 2. 2 into 1 is 2. Now third row with the first column, 2 into 1. 2 into 2. 1 into 2. Third row with the second column, 2 into 2. 2 into 1. 1 into 2. 2 into 2 is 4. 2 into 2 is 4. 1 into 1 is 1. So final, we obtained a 3 by 3 matrix. Now 1 plus 4 plus 4 is 9. 2 plus 2 plus 4 is 8. So this is also 8. This is also 8. This is 9. This is 8. This is 8. 8. 9. So we obtain the matrix A square. Now consider the LHS. What is LHS? A square minus 4A minus 5I. We are verifying whether this value is 0 or not. So that first consider, write what is A square. A square is 9, 8, 8, 8, 9, 8, 8, 8, 9. Minus 4 into what is the matrix A given? 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1. What is the unit matrix we have to consider here? 3 by 3 order. 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So do the general simplification to achieve the answer. 9, 8, 8, 8, 9, 8, 8, 8, 9. Multiplying 4 into the matrix, you have to multiply with all elements. Each element 4 into 1 is the 4. 8, 8, 8, 4, 8, 8, 8, 4. Here also multiplying 5 with matrix. This becomes 5, 0, 0, 0, 5, 0, 0, 0, 5. All are 3 by 3 matrices. So by doing general addition subtraction, again we get a 3 by 3 order matrix. By doing the corresponding elements like this, 9 minus 4 minus 5, first elements, and algebraic operations consider between the matrices. Next, later 8 minus 8 minus 0. Third elements 8 minus 8 minus 0. Second row first elements in all matrices 8 minus 8 minus 0. Second row second elements 9 minus 4 minus 5. Second row third elements 8 minus 8 minus 0. Third row first elements 8 minus 8 minus 0. Third row second elements 8 minus 8 minus 0. Last elements third row third elements 9 minus 8 minus 9 minus 4 minus 5. 9 minus 4 minus 5. So you can observe 9 minus 4 minus 5 is 0, 8 minus 8 is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. All elements becomes 0, so it is a null matrix. You can indicate with O. So obtained matrix, every element of the matrix is 0. So by using the given matrix A, we are verifying the condition A square minus 4A minus 5I, which is a null matrix, that is 0. Now let us do one more problem related to the same concept as we did the previous problem. So given matrix A is given as 1 minus 2 1, 0 1 minus 1, 3 minus 1 1. By using that one, we have to find a matrix, that is A cube minus 3A square minus A minus 3I. To find a required matrix, we need A square. Only they have given only A. So you have to find first A square. Later you have to find A cube. Since given matrix A is of order 3 by 3, you have to consider the unit matrix I as 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So for that, let me start the answer by finding A square, which is the required for the verified value. What is A square? A square is nothing but A into A. Given matrix A is 1 minus 2 1, 0 1 minus 1, 3 minus 1 1. So which is multiplied with the same matrix 1 minus 2 1, 0 1 minus 1, 3 minus 1 1. Both are 3 by 3 matrices. Again you get another 3 by 3 matrix. These two are also 3 by 3 order. So multiplication process follows. Multiplying row with columns. I am directly multiplying. 1 into 1 is 1. Minus 2 into 0 is 0. 1 into 3 is 3. 1 into minus 2 is minus 2. Minus 2 into 1 is minus 2. 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. 1 into 1 is 1. Minus 2 into minus 1 becomes plus 2. 1 into 1 again 1. 0 into 1 is 0. 1 into 0 is 0. Minus 1 into 3 is minus 3. 0 into minus 2, 0. 1 into 1 is 1. Minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. 0 into 1 is 0. 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. Minus 1 into 1 is minus 1. 3 into 1 is 3. Minus 1 into 0 is 0. 1 into 3 is 3. 3 into 1 is 3. Sorry, 3 into minus 2 is minus 6. Minus 1 into 1 is minus 1. 1 into minus 1 is again minus 1. This is minus 6. 3 into 1 is 3. Minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. 1 into 1 is 1. So this is 4. This is minus 5. That is 4. Minus 3. 2. Minus 2. 6. Minus 8. 5. This is a square. So still we need a cube. How we can find a cube? A cube is a square into a. So use the matrix a square which we obtained. 4 minus 5, 4. Minus 3, 2 minus 2. 6 minus 8, 5. Into a. 1 minus 2, 1. 0, 1. Minus 1. 3 minus 1, 1. Again both are 3 by 3 order matrices. So you will get another 3 by 3 order matrix. Do the process. 4 into 1 is 4. Minus 5 into 0 is 0. 4 into 3 is 12. 4 into minus 2 is minus 8. Minus 5 into 1 is minus 5. 4 into minus 1 is minus 4. 4 into 1 is 4. Plus 5 minus 5 into minus 1. 4 into 1 is 4. Minus 3 into 1 is minus 3. 2 into 0 is 0. Minus 2 into 3 is minus 6. Minus 3 into minus 2 is 6. 2 into 1 is 2. Minus 2 into minus 1 is plus 2. Minus 3 into 1 is minus 3. 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. Minus 2 into 1 is minus 2. Now third row process. 6 into 1. Minus 8 into 0. 5 into 3. 6 into minus 2, minus 12. Minus 8 into plus 1, minus 8. 5 into minus 1 is minus 5. Last column. 6 into 1 is 6. Minus 8 into plus minus 1 is plus 8. 5 into 1 is 5. Now write the final value which we obtained. 16 minus 17. 13 minus 9, 10 minus 7, 21 minus 25, 90. So this is a cube. This is the matrix A cube. Now consider the expression. Now consider a cube minus 3a square minus a minus 3a. We are going to find the matrix a cube minus 3a square minus a minus 3a. So use the obtained matrices. What is a cube? 16 minus 17, 13. Minus 9, 10 minus 7. 21 minus 25, 19. Minus 3 into, now a square. 4 minus 5, 4. Minus 3, 2 minus 2. 6 minus 8, 5. Minus a. Use given a. 1 minus 2, 1. 0, 1 minus 1. 3 minus 1, 1. Minus 3i. Use a third order unit matrix. 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1. So we have to simplify this expression to get the final matrix. So write this one. 16 minus 17, 13. Minus 9, 10 minus 7. 21 minus 25, 19. Multiply 3 into the matrix. 3 into 4, 12. 3 into 5, 15. 3 into 4, 12. Minus 9, 6 minus 6. 18 minus 24, 15. So this is 1 minus 2, 1, 0, 1 minus 1, 3 minus 1, 1. Now multiply 3 into the matrix, you get 3, 0, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 0, 3. All are 3 by 3 order matrices. So you can write this total matrix as another 3 by 3 matrix. So by using the algebraic relation between the matrices, we have to obtain the final matrix. What are the first elements? 16, minus 12, minus 1, minus 3. These are the 1, 1 elements in all matrices. Second elements, minus 17, minus of minus 15 plus 15, minus of minus 2 plus 2, minus 0. Next, first row, third elements, 13, minus 12, minus 1, minus 0. These are the first row elements, first row column elements, first row second column elements, first row third column elements. Now come to second row first elements, minus 9, minus of minus 9, this is plus 9, minus 0, minus 0. Second elements, 10, minus 6, minus 1, minus 3. Third elements, minus 7, minus of minus 6 becomes plus 6, minus of minus 1 becomes plus 1, minus 0. So second row elements are completed. Come to third row. 21 minus 18, minus 3, minus 0. Minus 25, minus of minus 24 becomes plus 24, minus of minus 1 becomes plus 1, minus 0. Now come to the last elements, 19, minus 15, minus 1, minus 3. So which we write as a 3 by 3 order matrix. So all are 3 by 3 matrices with a algebraic relation between them. We construct another 3 by 3 order matrix. Now do the simplification to get the final matrix. 16 minus 12 is minus 4, 0. Minus 17 plus 17, again 0. 13 minus 13, 0. Minus 9 plus 9, 0. 10 minus 6, 4, minus 1, 3 minus 3, 0. Minus 7 plus 7, 0. 21 minus 21, 0. Minus 25 plus 25, 0. 19 minus 15, 4. 4 minus 1, 3. 3 minus 3, 0. So finally we obtain the matrix obtained is all elements are zeros. So you can write that one as a null matrix, that is O. So by using the given matrix A, we can able to find the expression a cube minus 3a square minus a minus 3i, which is equivalent to null matrix, that is 0.